Okay, question 12 is a little more interactive, and it's not that students don't know how to do this. The difficulty is that there is not a lot of practice with working with these types of problems. But it says, what is the solution set that best represents the inequality y is greater than or equal to 1/2 x minus 2? They want you to graph, all of this is saying they want you to graph this inequality on this coordinate plane. So you want to open up Desmos. And you're going to graph it. And you'll notice that you get the triangle of doom. And that means that there's something here that Desmos does not like. So what is that thing? We want a picture of this line to appear. So we're going to change this inequality symbol to an equal sign and our line will appear. Okay, we cannot plug the inequality symbols into the Desmos that we use. I will show you the other Desmos after this problem. Then you're going to click your intercepts and hope that they are what I call, in quotes, good numbers. What I mean by good numbers are numbers that are not decimals, because you can see that on the coordinate plane that they give, coordinate grid that they give us, there are no decimals here. So I cannot put a point in between 3 and 4. It's not going to work if I click. Okay, so since we have, in quotes, good intercepts, this is highlighted. This graph here is highlighted, and we're going to put one point here and the other point here, and we get the line. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is looking at this symbol and knowing what kind of line it is and where to shade. I will, there's a chart, and I will try to insert the chart if I can. There's a chart that I use in my classroom that has all the inequality symbols. On one side, it tells us what kind of line it is, and on the other side, it tells us where the shade is. And I tell my students to find the inequality symbol that we're given in the problem on the chart. And it'll, so this is a shaded above, and it is a solid line. So we go here, we see that it is solid. Okay, if this inequality symbol did not have the line underneath, then it would be a dashed line. You would just click here, change it to dash, and it'll do it for you. But this is a solid line, so we're going to do that. Okay, that takes care of the line part. The next thing we need to know is where we shade it. That is a greater than symbol. Greater than is above the line. So you're going to click solution set, and above the line is here. You click there and you're done. Okay. So this is the Desmos that we regularly use. It's also this one that I said, make sure that this is green. Okay. If you get used to practicing in this Desmos, which I said you don't want to do that, you see that I did not have to change anything about the problem, and it did exactly what I needed it to do. That looks just like our solution that we put on the chart. But if you get so used to practicing in this Desmos, you're gonna forget to change this to an equal sign. If you type it in just like that in the regular Desmos, we saw that it did nothing. It gave us the triangle. Okay, and it also does the shading for us. The Desmos that we are given on the test, this Desmos does not do any of that if you type this symbol in. So make sure that you're practicing in the correct Desmos. It looks like this one. Okay, next problem. Here, this is a systems problem.